Hi! And welcome to Wrong Way. Thank you. And today I'm going to confess to you my feelings and commentary onto the production model InMotion V12. So let me tell you more about it. Wrong way. Let's see about that wobble and braking. When you concentrate, there's not. Oh, this wheel is so fun, man. Oh, red light, damn it. Yeah, so I gotta be honest with you guys. I've been sort of developing some feelings towards this wheel. First InMotion ever to spike so much excitement in me. It's okay. Let's acceleration test. Oh, going. Oh man, this wheel is so quick. Okay, keep on going. It's pretty empty here. Oh, 67, 69 Lamau. Let's go to 70. Then we get to 70. I don't know. Oh, but this wheel is quick. By the way, it's pretty empty here. Sunday morning. Not really many people around. Oh, it's awesome to blast on the V12. Whew. This wheel just gets me pumped, man. Whoa. Acceleration, man, it's there. It's really there. Thank you, sir. So yeah, as I've been saying before, this wheel is pretty special, and really the handling, the way it rides, it's really something special, man. I've been riding the GotWay since a long time. The MSPs of this world, the accents, and really getting excited about those wheels before, but this wheel just sort of changes the game, because this is currently the only wheel that in this sort of weight class gives me this amount of power and top speed. So before you had to get a GotWay like a RSHS or a Nikola in order to get some, more decent speed acceleration. But this thing is the first sort of civilized wheel, I would say, that can give you the same thing. But not only that, I've realized that the InMotion V12 is not only a wheel that can accelerate and have some top speed, it's really practical as well, and it can turn, and the handling is amazing. So here it's really damp and wet. I'm not really keen on trying some hardcore turns here, but I'll slow down in a sec and show you what it's all about. By the way, beautiful autumn here. Is really getting cold. That's why you see also my winter gear all on, fully set, Modeka. Sorry, sir. All good. So yeah, let me just show you the turning when it's a bit drier. But as you saw there, the braking on the V12 is acceptable. I wouldn't say it's excellent, like easy to perform, but it brakes really well. You just need to lean into it more than you would with a GotWay wheel. I feel there's either there's more inertia into it because it's a heavier wheel, or it's just a high-speed motor, and probably also the software that you have on a V12 that develops this sort of different, more difficult braking. Well, let's show off a bit. Woo! I don't know, maybe it's bad publicity, I don't know, but I still like to do it if it's safe. So yeah, the pedal feel on a V12 is a bit like on a Sherman mixed with a King Song. Maybe a bit of a GotWay too. So the amazing thing about the software here is that there is no pedal dip in turns, which I love. I appreciate it now a lot more than I used to. I thought before, oh, we have to be fast in a straight line and that's it. Well, there's more to it, right? You also like to turn a bit sharper. You want to have the confidence and the feeling of stability in turns, and this wheel delivers on that. Like, it does have the performance and the turning abilities. Let's just see the tip real quick. Woohoo! So as you can see, the torque is also there. Oh yeah, now we can make a turn. Pretty dry here. Yeah. Oh man, so much grip. And then we go out. Whee! 60. Beeping at me, but no worries. And now we'll brake and turn right. Dropping the anchor. Oh yeah. Man, if I'm getting too excited, I'm sorry. That's just the feeling I get on this wheel. So the pedal feel is that it's quite similar actually to the Sherman. So on GotWay wheels, you have like this instant push right away when you lean. On the Sherman, you have just a bit of a pedal dip there. Both when accelerating, you get the pedal dip. When braking, you get the pedal, I don't know, pull up. So like the lean is not directly transitioned into acceleration. On the King Songs, on the other hand, the wheel tilts a bit, but accelerates right away. There's no like this buffer zone. And this is somewhere in between, man. Like if you lean on it, it just dips a bit down and then it goes. And then it delivers more and more power gradually. Sort of, yeah. Like once you decide on accelerating or braking, oh, it does that really well. But you also need to lean into it. We're going like back and forth. It's not really the best. Feels just a bit too toned it down in terms of the curve. So for tricks going back and forth, it does feel a little sloppy, I would say. But if you lean to it hard enough, it also does what you tell it to. So the torque is there. It's just not that like imminent, not that instant like on GotWay wheels or on King Songs. But as you can see, it still performs rather well. And the turning radius, man, that's the only wheel, only big wheel I can do this on. And I can do this so easily, like a turnaround belay thing. Let me show that to you on the camera. So yeah, I can do that so freely on this wheel. That's a trick I usually can't perform at all, and on this wheel I can just do it pretty much instantly. And it's so hard to scratch the pedals too, because they're so high up the ground. I was only using the high pedal setting now, but it works tremendously well on this wheel. I'll check the other pedal settings too in the full review, but this is for now my favorite. So it has the performance, it has the turning. Oh, it's just so nice to turn. It does have a little bit of wobbles when braking. You have to watch out for that. Also when going super high speed, I think you'll also need to get used to the wheel, just get the right position for accelerating and going at high speed, because it does tend to wobble sometimes because of the high center of mass. And still, it's a 16-inch wheel, so don't expect it to be as stable as a Monster or like a EXN. But I think still it's rather nice at these speeds, just because it's a bit heavier than the other wheels, and maybe the weight distribution is not that bad, so that's why it's still feels very planted. Whoa! When going also higher speeds. But man, this turning is just insane. Whoa! I can't do it on any wheel I have. This is just the wheel. All the wheels, even the EXN, have a smaller pedal clearance, and for turns, I love high pedal clearance. Oh yeah. All right, so it has the performance, but does it have the features as well? But first, let me go a ginormous set of stairs down. Whee! Another one? Okay, another one. Fine. So these things are also fine on the V12. Just really watch out about your pressure, because it's very easy to bend the rim on this wheel. The tire is very narrow. I guess the rim is also not the most durable material, so watch out for that. Keep your pressure high. Keep it usually at like 40 psi, maybe even higher, just to be safe. All right, so does it have the features? And here, it's a bit of a mixed bag. I like the front lights, but they're really dim. Like they're even more dim than, I would say, like a GotWay Nikola light or like a EXN light. It's very cool that I can set it up so it doesn't blind others. So now I have it in a setup where the beam is just like below your waist, I guess. So no people will be angry about me riding like very slowly on the sidewalk, or I don't know, just on the cycling path. Nobody will blame me, which is very cool. But this light doesn't like deliver a lot of like brightness in front of you. And then if you select the both beams, it's still not that bright. Like on the camera, it looks a bit brighter than in real life, but yeah, I wish they just chose like a V11 light on this thing in terms of like front lighting. Decent, but you need another helmet light for nighttime riding, I'd say. Taillight, non-existent. That's why I mounted such a small bicycle light in the back. In the night I don't ride without it, because honestly the tail LEDs are some sort of joke in terms of the rear lighting. And the side RGBs are pretty cool, and the front RGBs are also pretty cool. Sometimes if I go on the sidewalk really slowly, then I just turn on all lights and I have just the RGBs on, and this works really well and looks very cool. So in the lighting department, a bit of a mixed bag. In the speakers department, they're amazing. They're super nice speakers. Maybe not as bassy as the GotWays, but still very clear. And the best thing is that they're both in the front and the back. So pedestrians and traffic will hear you if you're coming. Or in a group ride, both the people in front of you and behind you can listen to music. Well, let's see if we can go down here. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, so fun. I'm super happy to be on a V12 and then use its speakers. They just work really well. In terms of the other features like trolley handle and all-in-all handle, it's very cool. Initially I thought that the trolley is not the best just because I was trying to like push it in front of me. But as long as you push it next to you, it's also pretty nice. So this is very practical. Maybe it could be a bit sturdy or a bit higher, but the height of the trolley handle is actually the same as the V11, so that's that. It's not that easy to turn it around because there is no like handle on top where you can just apply force like in the turning radius, but still it works quite well as a trolley handle for a wheel. Naturally it's locked, so that's amazing. Feels quite sturdy too. I just have to put the light back on like that. Boom. And there's also a lift switch, which is very nice, very practical. And the cool thing is that you can get the kickstand down, put the wheel down, and you're good. And this helped me so many times. I didn't appreciate a good kickstand before, and it's also sturdy, not like the V11. So if I'm going with this wheel to a grocery store, to a restaurant, anywhere basically, I don't have to lean it against the wall anymore. I just get the kickstand out and that's it. The screen is also very nice. I can see it in broad daylight. Maybe not the best visibility, but it's still pretty decent, and there's all the options there. I didn't use them that much. I didn't play with the settings that much yet, so for that we have to wait for the full review. Closing it off, I think that the pedals are just a bit too flat, and I would get some Nilonova for it, so this will be another experience. These pedals make me a bit tired because they're just too flat, and I could use some additional grip to the wheel when having my feet sort of like a bit angled, and I feel a lot more confidence in turning and stuff. But closing it off, maybe another thing that is very, very important is the ergonomics of this wheel. Now, I was riding the GotWay EXN Torque in between, the Monster, my old MSP, and all of these wheels, they don't feel so right in between your legs, like the V12. You have this rubber cushioning on the top, and the top of the wheel is like a bit angled. So it's really shaped towards your legs, shaped towards the human body, and it's not that thin. I mean, not that wide like the GotWays. So when I'm turning, I have a lot of like room to do this. Like usually I'm like either like that and then it's not that comfortable, but this is just like a very nice position to be in on a wheel, and it's so comfy, so stressless, and I just love it. I love like how this wheel is shaped towards my legs. It's very thin, narrow, but also not too narrow. It's very comfy and amazing for carving and having fun. Oh man, it's just so much fun. So yeah, I'm actually thinking of getting one. Might need to sell the MSP for that, but this is also a bit of a tough cookie because the MSP is really like an off-road wheel for me. but this makes me happy. This makes me ride more, always a longer distance than I wanted to. Now, be on the lookout for further reviews. I'm just put 300 kilometers on this wheel, 350. Wait for the full review. Maybe then my emotions will calm down a bit, but now I'm all over the V12. I just like it so much. So I guess if you're still here, leave a like on the video, subscribe to see more content like this. I'll see you in the next video. And this wheel is provided by mywheel.com. Big thanks for loaning me this wheel for testing purposes. If you want to get a wheel in Europe, feel free to use my coupon code at their site, 5% off. And also get a kickback from these orders, so you help out the channel as well. If you're in North America, feel free to use the other links listed below.